Hey ladies, so we're going to tackle foundation, knowing what kind of foundation might work best for you. And to do that, you want to consider what your skin type is. Do you have dry skin? Are you oily? Are you combo? Basically, figure out what your skin type is, and then that's going to drive what kind of foundation you want. So the first type of skin type I want to talk about is dry skin. So if you have dry skin, you're going to want something with a little bit more moisture. A BB cream, a good BB cream, is a tinted moisturizer. So you're going to get light to medium coverage with a BB cream, but it's going to provide you that moisture that your skin needs because it's dry. So if you have dry skin, look for a BB cream. If you want to have some added coverage, since it's a light to medium coverage, you can always go with a pressed powder foundation. This particular one, it's a compact, so you have your mirror, you have an application sponge, and then you have separation for your pressed powder. So that's great for dry skin as a BB cream, and then the pressed powder on top for added coverage. If you have normal to oily skin, you might want to consider a awesome product. This is the liquid foundation. The cool thing about this product is it is a medium to heavy coverage, so it's actually called Photoshop in a bottle. That's what it's lovingly been called been named, I should say, by a lot of our customers. So this is going to, basically it goes on as a liquid foundation. It's going to dry to a nice powdery finish. And the cool thing about this is where the nature and science and technology of Uni comes into play. This is going to release a powder up to 6 to 8 hours after it's applied. So you're going to get a continued powdery coverage. So great for oily to normal combo skin. This is something, just a little tip, if you do get the liquid foundation, whenever you use it, you want to squeeze what's in the little dropper. There's an eyedropper here, which is awesome, but you want to squeeze that eyedropper out and you want to shake it up. So I always squeeze and shake to really mix up all the product in there. This is going to give you kind of a light dewy finish. If you like that type of finish, then you can just leave it as is. I, again, follow up, because I like a matte finish, I follow up with my powder foundation. And then to kind of touch up some spots, if you have any trouble spots, or if you have dark circles under your eyes, a good concealer is going to help you out with that. If you're doing this for just, or if you're using a concealer just for cover up, you want to go with the same color concealer as you do with your foundation. If you're using it for something like highlighting or contouring, if you're highlighting, you want to go 1 to 2 shades lighter, and that's usually under the eyes here. Under the eyes here, you want to put that 1 to 2 shades lighter. If you're contouring, using it as a contour, you're going to want to use 1 to 2 shades darker. Okay, that's a whole nother video though. So what I want to do is I want to show you guys my everyday foundation application. So I already have my face primer on. It's a crime not to prime, so you want to make sure you have a good face primer on to prepare your skin for your product and for long-lasting use. I have an awesome foundation brush here. It has a little well. I don't typically put my products in the well. I put them directly onto the brush here. So I'm going to put just the tiniest little bit of concealer. Okay, it's really not a lot. I've had this concealer last me up to 2 years. My very first container, 2 years it lasted me. 2. Okay, and then we're going to go with, this is kind of a lighter shade. I haven't gotten much sun yet for the summer, so we're going to go with a little bit of a lighter shade. Sometimes I'll combine colors. I actually have a darker color that I usually put 1 to 2 drops on, but we're just going to go with this lighter shade for today because I'll probably get a little bit darker coverage. This one's a little liquidy. You're going to find, depending on your color, you're going to have it really thick or really liquidy. It's okay if it gets into the brush. It's all going on your face. And now we're going to dot. We're just going to dot that product around. And as you can see, I have my my eye makeup done already. And if you haven't seen my other videos, I do my eye makeup first because you're going to see how using your foundation and your brush is going to help clean up those lines from your eyeshadow. So you're just going to kind of swirl everything in here, okay? And there's a reason why this is called Photoshop in a bottle. It does such a good job of covering up blemishes. But I will show you what I do for a little added coverage. And whenever you're using products, okay, so if you have different products other than this, you want to apply thinner to thicker products, Okay, so your thin products are going to go on first, and then your thicker products are going to be, you know, you're going to build upon that thin, so you're going to go thinnest to thickest, okay, when you're doing any makeup application. So if you put a heavy product, or if you put a light product on top of a heavy product, you're just going to get that kind of cakiness, and we don't want that. We don't want cakiness. So I'm just going to get this everywhere in my face. Don't forget to go down onto your neck. Biggest thing, we don't want that harsh line. Kind of nice and easy, that eyeshadow just cleans up. It's amazing. You don't want to have that separation or that line on your face, so make sure you're coming down. Always come down onto your face or onto your neck. Okay, sometimes I just kind of dot where I might need some added coverage. That's going to get covered up by my concealer anyway. Nice and easy. There's really no technical approach to this, you guys. Just kind of put it on. If you want to use fingers, you can. Okay, I personally find that the brushes do help with a smoother application, and it gets it everywhere it needs to be. Okay, so now we have this nice covered up face. I'm not going to go over contouring, but there's really, really simple ways to contour using some products. But I'm going to go in now with my concealer, very little bit. Like, that's half a pea size. That's like a quarter of a pea size. That's why it lasts so long, you guys. And I have a concealer brush. Again, you can use fingers, but because I'm putting under, I have these dark circles, always do. I have these dark circles under my eyes. I like to use the brush to really get up in the corners. And then I'm just going to hit up a couple of areas. Now, when you conceal, if you have a blemish that you're concealing, I have these veins that I got to get rid of, always on the side of my face. But if you have a blemish, you actually want to put the product on the blemish itself and then smooth out away from it. You want to blend it in. So you don't want to blend it off of the blemish. You want to put it on the blemish and then blend away from it. Okay. So I have my little blemish down here, and I'm just going to blend out away from it. Just want to blend it away. Get into my eyes. Concealer is also great as a correction to any makeup mishaps. So if you're doing your lips and your lipstick kind of gets out of whack, or you get your lipstick, you know, pretty much anywhere where it shouldn't be, if it's off your lips, you can use the concealer brush and just kind of come right in, get your concealer and clean it up. Easy peasy. There's no crying in makeup. And this is where the concealer too, if you wanted to really define that line, you could do that too for your eyeshadow. So I'm just getting rid of these dark circles under my eyes. See how that works, you guys? Just, it's brighter. The eyes are going to look more open, and you're not going to have that little tired look. Now, if you were, again, highlighting and you had a lighter concealer, when you highlight, you want to come down to your bridge of your nose and go back up to the corner of your eye. This whole area should be your highlighted area. Again, kind of a different tutorial, but just like to throw that information out there. Okay. So we're just going to get right up to that lash line and then blend out. Okay. Now I do one last step because, like I said, I like a nice matte finish. So now I'm going to go in with my pressed powder, and then I have a really cool brush here. I love this brush. We do have like a kabuki brush, and that's pretty great for coverage. I love this one, and I use it for this, and I use it for my setting powder. But now I'm just going to go in and kind of add a little, brush it on. Nothing crazy. I'm not piling up. And the nice thing about this, you guys, so light. I don't think I have a lot of makeup on, but I don't feel like at all that I have a lot of makeup on. You know how sometimes with foundations, you can feel like you can feel it there. It's like almost like you're wearing a mask. You don't have that with these products, which is great. You want to find a product that is going to make you look and feel natural. Okay, again, don't forget to blend down onto that neck. Don't make a mask. So that's pretty much it. That is my basic makeup application for foundation every day. We do have pressed cream shadows, we have cream shadows too, but we have pressed cream powder No, pressed cream compact. I'll get it, guys, I promise. But instead of the pressed powder, we do have a pressed cream. So if you're really looking for some good coverage, my go-to is my liquid foundation. But if you're looking for something a little bit more, that would be the maximum coverage I think our product line carries, would be a cream, pressed cream foundation. But the Photoshop in the bottle is like one of our #1 sellers. It's part of the Fab 5. So I recommend this for anybody except if you have dry skin. The reason about this with the dry skin is because it releases the powder, it could make your skin even more dry. And we obviously don't want that. We want the coverage, but we want it to be fit for the skin that you have. So I'm gonna go ahead and contour now because this is driving me nuts. But I have a nice full coverage here from just a few products, and I love it. I hope you guys learned something new and how to find what will work best for you with your foundation. Thanks so much. Bye.